How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Candleston here. It's Invincible time, episode 6 of season 3. And yeah, we'll only have 2 more episodes left to go after this one. So, of course, you know, with 3 episodes dropping at once, it does speed up the process, doesn't it? But, I mean, just in general, I've enjoyed the season. It's been really, really superb, and all of the episodes have been great in their own way. Like, even last week's episode, which I feel like was probably the weaker one of this season so far, it doesn't necessarily mean it was bad. It just means that all of the other episodes were, you know, a bit stronger and all of that. So yeah, but yeah, I will be very, very intrigued to see how we do conclude things as well with this season, because there are quite a few things. Obviously, with season 4, we'll carry some stuff over. Like, I'm assuming Mr. Liu survive it. Well, coming back, should I say, at the ending of the last episode. I'm sure that's going to be explored for season 4. But given I think it was episode 3 that we saw a little teaser of Angstrom. I'm sure that that is going to be a focus for, well, either the next episode or the finale, most likely, given the fact that he was a pretty big character in season 2. Yeah, but there's also other bits and pieces, like the next step for Nolan and Alan, of course. So, yes, but yeah, I'm looking forward to delving into this episode. So with that said, it's episode number 6 of season 3 of Invincible. Let's go. Something's gonna happen. I can just feel it. It's all too calm, it's all too loving. There it is! There it is! Oh my god. Wait!
Jessica.
Oh shit! Now, I was gonna say, is this the season 1 finale? But from his perspective? Jesus Christ!
Investigation. Let a jury decide. Give us justice.
Oh,
Mr. Duvall, I'm very sorry for your loss, but there's nothing I can do. Our laws don't apply in situations like this.
Oh, he's gonna get yeah, you could say he's agitated. I feel like there's a bit of an Avengers scenario here. It's like testing all of these, like, I want to say kryptonites and all of that. Or potential kryptonites for, like, Mark.
Wait, are you just using me as a... Hey! I'm not your training dummy!
Sure you are.
Is this what you think of me? I'm a Z-list villain?
That's not what Mark's saying. But people think that, don't they?
Hey, can you blame them?
Trust?
They don't know about Thraxa, or
Exactly.
the Viltrum Empire, or anything that happened since Dad left.
All they know is that
All they know
Omni-Man
is he tried to
caused...
take over and killed a lot of people
Yeah, caused
Why
the
don't you
massacre.
tell them?
when we were kids. But the other was a Viltrumite who had a mission to do, even if that
Like
meant
an
hurting a
alter
lot of
ego. It's that alter ego, which is very...
So which
Yeah.
one is the real dad?
It's very funny when you yourself are a superhero, acknowledging the fact that it was like an alter ego. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh! Oh no! Okay, maybe hold off.
Debbie, are you sure I'm cut out for this?
Are you saying...
No, God, no. I want to be with you. I'm not sure how I.
He's
fit
a
in.
fish out of
Mark and Olive are
water.
great kids, but how can I
Everyone
relate?
in the room has
They
some
saved
semblance
the
of
world.
acceptance,
I
and he
can't
just
make
feels
you
left
feel
out,
that.
and he wants to
No
fit
one is
in.
asking you.
You can do this.
Oh, we're doing What's Up Danger, although there is a lot of danger that he might possess.
Mark, this is Kyle. Kyle? Mark?
Nice to meet you.
Same?
Wait,
Oh!
you read Seance Dog?
Yeah, do you?
Big
Since
fan.
I was 12.
Oh,
But you really didn't get it.
The thousands of people murdered and the countless other
wait, what?
lives destroyed. Why is why does it never pay for its crime? I want.
Okay, best Invincible
I want
title
things
card
too.
ever.
And sometimes I don't get them. So
Ah!
I understand why you're upset.
You got Sonic!
You want?
There we go. Oh, he's going into overload now, considering... It's like Yang from Ruby. Oh,
Globe. Hey,
no! No!
I said I didn't want to fight. He attacked me. You saw what happened.
Now he's... Oh! How the turntables, though, because of the fact that, he's getting the blame for killing Shapesmith. And he's putting all of this blame on Invincible for what happened in Chicago. So it's like a turntable situation, isn't it?
How could I forget?
Oh no.
What kind of brother am I?
Oh no, is he gonna kill...
I have to say,
Oh
that
no.
might be a bit
Oh
much for
no,
me.
yeah.
Don't worry, Paul. We're taking the car.
Oh, thank God.
Wait,
Wait.
what does they mean by that? They weren't wrong!
Car builds you with an incorrect temporal offset, resulting in you getting younger each
So
time
is this
you
gonna
lose your
fix
powers.
that?
This belt corrects that by making a
Okay.
digital copy of certain cells before you transform.
Oh damn!
Then fools the curse into using that reference for your... It worked. I thought maybe I'd need to fine-tune the...
This is everything she's wanted!
Oh.
Oh.
But I'm not trying to fix you, Amanda.
Not so long ago.
Does everyone here hate Dad?
Oliver, it's not.
Oh no. This is not the time to bring this up. Oh. Oh no.
Give me the microphone.
You go. Get to safety. I'm gonna just...
Let me handle this.
Oh shit.
Wait a second.
It's gonna agitate him
He's right.
further and
That man is
further.
disturbed. You'll only make things worse.
He'll break out of that, I imagine. Oh, here come...
You
Hey!
guys can
Okay,
take
so
it from here.
Shapesmith is actually alive. Oh, the nudge. That... Oh my god! Every nudge is gonna be like a... Oh no. Oh, shit.
So, if he had hurt people here today, wouldn't that still be my fault?
It's like a ripple effect, isn't it?
Of all the times to quit,
Oh.
why did it
I
have
am
to be
loving
when
how
we were
Mark
just about to
is
start dating?
aware
You've
of,
joked
I guess, the
100 times
Avengers
about quitting,
predicament.
about just this until we both get killed.
Ooh.
You got shot in the head. I spent months in the hospital after a lizard man tried to eat me. I
Yeah.
don't want to go back out there and just.
To be
wait
fair,
for
if
it to
I was
happen
right,
again,
I'd
because
probably
it's
quit
going
too
to
if a
happen
lizard.
again.
Yeah.
But next
Rexplode isn't some secret identity. It is my identity.
It's who he
It's all
is.
I've got. All I've ever had. If I give that up, I won't have anything left.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, you've got Ray now.
Yeah, well,
It's really heartbreaking that is the only thing he has going for life is Rexplode.
I know who was sending those orbs after me.
I'm afraid those weren't his.
Yeah.
Cecil was telling you the truth when he said they weren't GDA technology.
Yeah, and this is GDA.
Great. I know you've already done a lot, but I'd like to meet Scott.
Good
I
on
don't
Donald,
wanna hurt
though. He's a
anyone
real
else because of
one.
me.
Page from your book. I hope the life of an innocent woman is enough to motivate you.
What
to do
the
right thing.
shit?
And for that, I'm so sorry. But hurting other people won't bring your sister and niece back.
Oh no.
You don't get to lecture me about hurting people.
He's gonna kill his wife. He's gonna kill his wife and Jack, I'm just calling it here.
I'm just making sure you can't ever do it again.
This is all a recipe for disaster.
You kill me like you killed everyone else? You've done.
I would move away from these two. And that is quite dark for Invincible. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to break his arms, aren't you?
This is all your fault.
You killed your partner and your kid. That's not on Mark. That's on you.
Sister and niece are dead. My wife and child are dead. Thousands more are dead. All because of you.
Well, the wife and the kid was your doing.
You think of... And then I will find you.
Oh, heck. It just sucks, doesn't it? Like, obviously with Jessica and Gretchen, as well as the others in Chicago, it's gonna have that ripple effect for Scott. That ultimately leads to his wife and his kid dying. Oh. No! Oh no! They're all marked!
This'll do.
What the fuck? Oh, next week, or the finale, is going to be fucking wild. That is, that'd be bad. That'd be bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit, they're all marked doppelgangers. And he's gonna stick them all on our Mark. That's crazy. I'm here for this. Ah. There. Dickhead. So, yeah, that was a really, really amazing episode of Invincible. It was really powerful stuff, and Aaron Paul did a fantastic job with Powerplex, with Scott, with voicing a character that is quite tragic, really, because it's not like it's once again a whole situation where it's, you know, obviously not black and white, the whole dilemma that Mark's involved with. I mean, even like the whole idea of Oliver bringing up the lives that Nolan has saved versus, you know, that incident, of course, with Chicago. And that is a very, very pivotal point with this episode, of course, with Scott being in the center of it. So, yeah, but again, a tragic character. I mean, it didn't help that Becky, I think her name was actively encouraging him all of this time, and yeah, it was just messed up, really, wasn't it? Because she was she was just making things worse by just encouraging Scott to carry on this unhealthy path, really. So because it was really unhealthy. I mean, you do feel sympathy for what Scott lost with Jessica and Gretchen, and, you know, the 2,000 lives that were lost, because I I feel like Scott in that moment will feel like, well, I'm going through that pain. Others are going to be going through that pain for what Mark for what Mark did, for what Invincible did, should I say? Because yeah, but I mean, a lot of damage and chaos and death was yeah, it was it befell upon people like Scott, really. So and it's the whole Avengers situation thing, isn't it? Where it comes to the damage that has been caused. Like, Battle of New York is a very, very good example, because seeing the perspective of other lives ruined, that still carried on in regards to, like, years after the Avengers movie came out. Because whilst, more damage would have been caused from Loki and the Chitauri and all of that, the people who may have lost others due to the events of the Battle of New York, they've got to live through that pain and anguish. And it's like there is a lack of that care, really, in regards to the people who survive. They feel like the heroes don't really care. So, yeah. And that there is no accountability from the heroes that have caused said damage. So, but it is just really, really interesting to see how in this episode we see Scott just, I mean, again, it's a very, very tragic tale, because it's you also got to think in terms of how he sees Mark as the villain and all of that, and going back to the accountability that the heroes need to take, including Mark, for what happened in Chicago and all of that. You also got to think about, obviously, what Mark has showcased even this season, like when Cecil, the GDA, they try to calm Mark down a little bit, and Mark gets very, very snappy and all of that. I mean, yes, Cecil isn't exactly a saint, as we all know, but I mean, you even had that comment in episode 2 where he said he's essentially shitting bricks about Mark's attitude. So, and let's not forget that Mark is an anomaly in regards to the multiverse in terms of his alignment. Which of course we'll get to later on in terms of that ending. But he could just easily be like Nolan, which darts back to Oliver's question. Like, well, not question, but thought about the fact that, well, he saved so many people. So, and it's all a matter of perspective, really, because for Oliver, he has lived with this loving, supportive dad for his life, really. And of course, Mark has seen the other side of things. So, but of course, in the matter of perspective, you have obviously Scott's story, where with Mark, with Invincible and what happened there, you see the damage that was caused and all of that. So, and it's really, really tragic. So, again, it's even more tragic when you've got someone enabling him like Becky did. So, yeah. Yeah, I got kind of low-key confused, like, middle of the episode or whatever, because I thought she was called Jessica, mainly because she looked like Jessica Jones, so, yeah, but, it is just really, really sad. So, because of the, kind of unhinged path that, Powerplex goes on. And of course, he doesn't mean to hurt people and all of that, but in his pursuit to get back at Mark, to get justice against Invincible, others have got to pay the price, including his wife and his son. And that is fucked up. The visual of their charred bodies was absolutely mental, like, even for this show. And I know that this show showcases a lot of horrific violence and all of that, of course. But I was not, like, especially when you consider the fucking baby as well. and we're seeing the charred corpse of the baby. It's like, Jesus Christ. So, I expect something like this shit to happen on The Boys, but, yeah, but, yeah, it's, like, that's it though. He is causing indirect harm to, others. And I don't know if that is what Mark really sees, in terms of, I don't know, an okay line in terms of rehabilitation, because I don't know if anyone noticed about when Donald made a mention of it. And good on Donald, he was an MVP of this episode, because I felt like the entirety of the GDA were kind of asleep when Powerplex decided to cause shit and all of that. But yeah, when he mentioned about rehabilitation, it's not like yeah, for Mark, he didn't exactly bat an eye in terms, like, yeah, he didn't bat an eye, he didn't have any problem with it. So, and again, I don't know if that's because of the indirect harm, or the indirect harm, should I say, that he caused, which kind of sounds messed up, like he still caused harm. I didn't mean it though. But I'm just thinking about the fact that he had a problem with Darkwing, he had a problem with Sinclair, because they had intent at the end of the day, and Cecil is like, oh, we're rehabilitating that. But then people might have holes in regards to Mark's logic about, okay, they still harmed at the end of the day, so yeah, it's kind of like how you still caused agony and hurt for the people of Chicago, even though that you were more so of a victim of what Nolan put you through and all of that. There are still going to be people, like we saw from Scott's perspective, that sees you with the arm, with the dismembered arm and all of that, and they think that that's on you, that you caused this shit. No one has the entire story in terms of what happened that day, and people might still put the blame on you. So it's like these people that were caught up in all of that in what Powerplex did. The people watching on the news, they just think some of them might just think that Powerplex is a crazed villain. So what happens if one day Invincible and Powerplex are out there fighting, the Viltrumites and all of that, right? People are going to be thinking, why is he teaming up with Powerplex and all of that? So, yeah. So, yeah. And I mean, Mark does feel a bout of hatred, self-hatred, of course. So, yeah, but yeah, for people like Scott, I mean, it feels like empty words. So, yeah, but it was really, really great stuff. I do wonder if those power absorb, like, because we know what Powerplex did and all of that, and of course the ones that he has are integrated into him, kind of like with Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2. But I'm just thinking about, what happens when Anissa potentially returns with the greater threat that is going to come back and all of that. Yeah, like, how valuable would they be for Mark, like, if he could absorb the Viltrumite punches, for example, right? Because that would be really, really insane. And I think it really pays in relation to that ending, because, the kicker for Scott is that he could have had an all-you-can-eat buffet when it came to the many Marks that we saw at the very end. So, yeah. Now, granted, I don't know if he would have fared well, because it was obvious that our Mark was holding his punches and all of that. And he didn't even want to hit Scott anyways, because he knew what would happen. But not that the other Marks know that. So they could probably punch the living shit out of Powerplex, and they could make him stronger. I mean, that would be absolutely curtains for them, but yeah, still, I don't know if Scott would fare too well because, again, we know that these marks are not particular ones for holding their punches. We know that many of the marks in the multiverse are quite not as heroic. They're not as kind and all that shit. So yeah, and it just makes you think about where these, because I'm assuming it's going to be a two-part finale, especially if the title card now, because I think that seems to indicate that it was in relation to the marks that we saw towards the end. With the Invincible title card, which, best one, by the way, in this episode, especially with the way it just kept appearing and all of that whenever Scott said Invincible's name. But yeah, with the title card, they usually have meaning to what will happen this season, I guess. So yeah, but it was it was really, really great to have that ending, and of course there was that very much confirmation. I mean, it kind of gave it away, didn't it, in terms of the fact that that is Angstrom at the end of the what was it, episode 3, when we saw him, and then of course we get the full reveal. So, and I'm assuming that is the same Angstrom from from last season, and how he somehow survived to kind of quote Star Wars, a meme, somehow Palpatine survived or returned, whatever. But no, in all seriousness, yeah, that's really kind of marred, I would say, Angstrom's reasoning why he's against Invincible and all of that. If he's hiring all of these corrupt, unhinged Invincibles, so yeah. But I mean, it should make for a very, very amazing. Because I'm assuming, especially with how powerful Invincible is and how these marks are not going to hold back, you assume that this is going to lead to a very, very tasty and explosive two-parter. So yeah, but yeah, it was really great. Again, Aaron did a fantastic job as Powerplex. The pain and the anguish was just palpable. So yeah, and it was just really, really great stuff, this episode. So I really, really enjoyed it. Even the other bits and pieces, like with both Ray and Amanda having their time to shine, with Amanda being able to have that whole situation of not, like, obviously we know the kicker for her whenever she transforms and all of that, but with Rudy, should I say, he was absolutely amazing with his belt for Amanda. So yeah, and of course we had Ray wanting to quit the team, understandably wanting a normal life and quitting superhero life and all of that. So yeah, and it just hurts, doesn't it, with Rex not wanting to follow when she's asking Rex to join her. So I mean, it is sad, but at the same time, it is very, very, like with Ray, you understand she wants to be normal, especially after her near-death experience, and you could respect that. For Rex, this is his life, isn't it? And it does kind of suck. It does kind of hurt, because you just think, well, what about a life with Ray and all of that? Kids, marriage, all that jazz. So, yeah. So, and it is kind of sad to see that he had nothing to lose, really. And, yeah. But, it was really, really great to see as well how that moment gave us a chance to see how Rex has grown over the course of these past few seasons. Yeah, and it is kind of sad that he still thinks that this is who I am, this is my life, really. And losing that, I feel like I'll lose identity in a sense. So it was really, really great stuff. So yeah, but a fantastic episode all around. And yeah, I'm excited to see how the next 2 episodes are going to fare. I kind of have an idea of what we're going to deal with. And it should be explosive, so yeah. But I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!